What is good? What's good? How's it going, people? Hope everybody is having a magnificent, a blessed, a balling day. I am very excited for this video because I'm going to peel back the curtain. I'm going to show you a little bit of insight into my hip-hop brain because finally, once and for all, people, I'm going to reveal Trap Lord Ross TLR, the hip-hop don. According to me, I'm going to reveal to you who my top 5, all unfortunately alive, rappers of all time. Now, maybe another time I could do one of my top deceased rappers, my favorite fallen soldiers, but for the purposes of this video, people, I'm going to be giving you my top 5 rappers alive right now, all the people who I think are absolute fuego, some of which may surprise you, some of which may upset and offend you, but I don't give a shit because this is my music, this is what I listen to, and you can suck a big fat one if you don't agree. Not really true, but it's all love, baby. I'm just going to show you who I mess with. I'm just going to show you who I listen to on a regular basis, and you can tell me if it's trash or if it's popping. Just before I get torn apart by the hip-hop purists here, this isn't a list of who Trap Lord Ross thinks is the best, most talented, technically gifted spitter on the mic. No, this is really just my list of my 5 most favorite rap personalities, rap moguls, people who I think took the culture forward, people who I think did things differently and changed the game, and they're just people who I respect. They're people with catalogs of music that I love, and they're people that I'm probably going to be fucking with no matter what for the rest of my life. So without further ado, number 5, it's Action Bronson, Bronsolino, the big man himself. He is all 200, 300, God knows how many these days, pounds of Albanian muscle. I'm an absolute Action Bronson fanatic. I remember when I first heard his first couple of songs, I can't remember, it was like Shiraz or something else when he's rapping in a deli. He picks up some random chick and gives her a piggyback. It's crazy, it's beautiful. He was just oozing charisma from the very word go when he first came onto the scene. Because the music and the music video, it was just perfectly reflected of the guy he is. Just this fat, charismatic Albanian white dude that's bopping around New York, popping in the deli to get some olives, some cold cuts, hanging out in the park and spitting absolute fire. I mean, how many rappers put that cold cut slicing machine in their video? I actually can think of a couple others, but you know what I mean? It's just sauce. It just makes me feel like I am in a New York deli, about to eat a weird piece of meat from Action Bronson's unwashed hand, and I'm gonna love every goddamn bite of it. Look at the charisma on Action Bronson. It's that personality that permeates throughout every aspect of Action Bronson music. A beautiful soul. He's in the park with the winos, dancing. He's having a great time. Look at this. Name me another rapper that gets down like this in the park, just flexing with the randos. Action Bronson is just a charisma machine to me. And bear in mind, he had an excellent glow up as well, because he sort of wasn't the guy who you would have expected to blow up and become on some rock star shit, but he eased into the rock star status so goddamn well that it was just, God, so admirable, man. So this was 8 years ago. So he went from that to this. This was the sort of interesting creation that we were getting from the mind of Action Bronson. He moved on to the symbol, but it's on some old school exploitation movie shit. He just upped the game. He's just such an interesting character and personality. I mean, look at this wig. Look, he's beating this guy up. Look at that. He's a judo master. God damn it. He's an absolute don. He covers his nose because the guy shitted on himself. I mean, that's the kind of grease that Bronson is out here putting in his art, and it's just beautiful. Pops him. Bow. He makes this Donnie drink ammonia. What a gangster. I mean, I don't know how he's coming up with these ideas, but I just remember seeing this and just being in love with Action Bronson at this point. In love with his music, his personality, his charisma, and honestly, he really just made me feel like I could be myself. I could be a weird, eccentric, strange personality, and it was all love. He took that energy forward into Easy Rider. This was an absolute slayer of a track and music video. I mean, he's out here on some Kill Bill shit. He is just a rock star. Driving the Harley into the sunset. This is what the music video culminates in. Action Bronson retrieving some sort of enchanted guitar and shredding axe on the top of a mountain. I mean, this is absolutely grade A stuff. How can you not love Action Bronson? He is number 5. He is top on the list no matter what. I don't care what anyone has to say. That is a fact. Action Bronson sliding in at number 5. So next up on the list is, it's a bit of a change in direction, I will admit. You know him, you love him, but I still, even with the heights that he reached in his musical career and the respect that this guy gets, I still don't think that he gets the dues, the things, the whatever. I still don't think he gets the love that he deserves because of the impact that he made on art and music and hip hop. Number 4 on the list is Future. Okay, it's Future, it's super Future. Coming out in 2010, 2011, Future. A lot of people couldn't really see the potential at the time. time. I remember when I first heard that track, Tony Montana, Tony Montana, took up in my ears, Tony Montana. Before Drake had even got on the remix, I just could tell, like, Future just had something different. He was making interesting mouth noises, using auto-tune in a way that had never really been done before. Like, a lot of people have said that Future kind of stole T-Pain's trap, stole his style, but you'd be out of your mind to think that Future was biting from T-Pain, because Future kind of took some of the tropes that T-Pain was rocking out there and just built upon it, innovated the fuck out of it, and just took it to that next level. And Future is an icon. I mean, what he did for hip-hop, for music, to just make the sound of rap all over the world, not just Atlanta, but oh my god, I mean, he birthed a lot of people in Atlanta too. He just did so much to change the game, to change the way that rap sounded, and my god, some of the projects that Future has put out just absolute bangers. I mean, Dirty Sprite 2 was just banger-laced. #1 on the Billboard chart. Easy, light work. 151k units in the first week. That's pretty good, especially by the modern standards. I didn't know this. The basis of the cover of Dirty Sprite 2 was just stock photo from Shutterstock with the title Color Drop in Water. That's kind of genius that he found that and he was just like, well, that represents what I'm about. I mean, it's sick. It perfectly does represent what he's about. It's fire. Dirty Sprite 2 has been named on numerous albums of the year and it's just fire. I mean, so much stuff on here is absolute flames. For me, probably some of the best Future songs that I have ever encountered. Where You At? Just deep. Where you was that? Where you was that? On the news. Fire. Absolute fuego. Blow a Bag. Rich Sex. I thought it was a drought from that first lyric. I just fucked your bitch. Is some Gucci flip-flops. Changed the game. Future just made Gucci flip-flops hit different, right? I don't know what it was, but he just made it absolutely hit different. And don't even get me started on the joint project with Drake. I mean, oh my lord. What a time to be alive. I mean, this thing changed my life. It was probably a pretty shit time in my life as well. September 2015 when this shit dropped. I was going through some shit, and this album was there for me to tell me that, no, I deserve some really big rings, not some medium-sized rings like these other motherfuckers deserve. I deserve the big rings like Future and Drake said. This album is heat. I would nearly go as far as to say that it's as good as Watch the Throne, because those two are just... It's just greatness. I don't know why more top rappers that are at the top of the game don't do like collaborative back-to-back one-on-one albums, because this was fire, Watch the Throne was fire, and you're all just leaving money on the table by not making more of these. Digital Dash. I got a Digital Dash. I'm very proud to be able to say that after so much work, I reached the point in life where I've got a Digital Dash. And it was Future and Drake that made me want it, goddammit. Big Rings, I need some really big, Live from the Gutter, Diamonds Dancing, Scholarships, Plastic Bag, really on the plug, really on the plug. Change Location, Jumpman, every song. So good, I want to be fucking sick. You know, Future maybe fell off for a little bit, he maybe cooled down for a little bit, but we know for a fact that he's got that staying power. Ever since he dropped Life is Good with Drake, he is just, we've certified Future as GOAT status. He's not going anywhere. He's a GOAT, he's a great, he's with us forever. Yeah. Next up on the list, now this is going to be a controversial one. This is one from a Young Guns, okay? Because I know that a lot of people are going to be upset, they're going to be annoyed, they're going to be, oh, Trap Lord Ross, you're supposed to be the voice on hip-hop, you're supposed to be the big dog with a bando chain, but you're letting us down because you're saying a bunch of whack generic rappers as part of your top 5. I don't care. These are just people who have had a big impact on me, and that's why, fuck you, #3 is Trippy Red. Trippy Red, look at him. What has he done to himself? Those tattoos. Trippy Red to me is 6ix9ine with integrity, because he was around the same time that 6ix9ine was coming through. They came up through the same label. They kind of came up off some of the same shenanigans too. Trippy Red destroyed his body with ridiculous and hideous tattoos in the pursuit of becoming who he thought he needed to be, and 6ix9ine did the same thing. But Trippy Red did it with integrity, and maybe there's been a couple of periods when Trippy Red has been losing and 6ix9ine has been up, but those days are long gone. Every time Trippy Red drops something now, it is a heater, his fans show love for him, and they come through. Do you remember when his exclamation mark album dropped, and people were clowning the shit out of him? He only sold 51k, only 7k pure album sales first week. He's just trying to ride off XXXTentacion's coattails with the question mark album. You know where all those people are now who were saying that? They're eating dicks, because they fucking know that Trippy Red is the realist, that Trippy Red is the truth, and that he is here to stay. Obviously, I first got to know Trippy Red through the shenanigans, but the music is where it's at. Okay? The music is fire. A Love Letter to You 3, absolute fire. It's got some jams on there. I mean, Topanga. If you don't like Trippy Red, or you don't know Trippy Red, or you've never heard Topanga, pause this goddamn video and go and listen to Topanga, and I'll speak to you when you're a raging Trippy Red fan, because Topanga just makes me feel things. It gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. I'm not the most musically production educated person in the world, but I assume it's a bass line or whatever the chord is when the song comes in of just like dum, dum, dum. That just makes me feel like everything's going to be okay. And as soon as Trippy opens his voice with that deep, raspy, I've smoked 5,000 blunts today and I don't give a shit what it does to my throat because I'm lit. Don't talk to strangers. From a youngin' I've been told in bangers. I've just finished in my trousers is what I'm saying. I love Trippy Red. Topanga is heat. While you're there, 1400 999 freestyle with Juice WRLD. My God, that makes me want to cry. But Love Letter to You 4, this actually dropped in a pretty difficult time in my life, going through a pretty painful breakup and shit. So this album was really there for me, to be honest with you. And just it's just full of songs that are just deep. Ugh. Six Kiss with Juice WRLD and Melly. My God, it's so beautiful. Who Needs Love? Love Sick, Love Me More. It just hits you in the feels. It's a beautiful album. It's a beautiful project. And Trippy Red is a beautiful man. So if he's not one of your favorites, I don't want to talk. I love Trippy. Moving into number 2. This is just hard for me to say. I've dissed this guy so many times that I'm publicly fearing for my life after dissing him. Number 2 on the list is your boy Drizzy Drake. I've clowned Drake a lot. And I've clowned Drake mainly for the reason of just like, I think it's funny to mock the biggest artist in the game. I think it's key. We got to be able to take down the king. If somebody is on the pedestal as the greatest artist of all time, which Drake is, let that sink in. If somebody is on that pedestal, they deserve to be mocked. They deserve to be made fun of. Nobody is a god amongst us. Drake is not a god. He may be something of a rap god. He may be something of a god of the game, a fucking boss in a legend in the game, but you got to be able to make fun of him. He's beaten countless Billboard records by fucking the Beatles, Mariah Carey. He's knocking records out of the park, and it's not for nothing. It's not because he's an industry plant. It's not because he has ghostwriters. Even if every song that Drake is having ghostwritten for him by the finest ghostwriters in the land, being brought to him on a silver tray of the finest ghostwritten songs in the world, Drake's still got to pick the hits, and he's still got to perform them, and he's still got to get them in the bag. So you can't take any of that away from Drake, and the man is a hitmaker. Drake taught the tough guys that it's okay to talk about your feelings. In this day and age, we're trying to get men to talk about their mental health. We're trying to get tough guys to open up about their feelings. We're just trying to get more in touch with our emotions. In a world that's going through this transformation, Drake is an important man. Drake is the man that made it okay to talk about your feelings. Even if you're the richest, most balling guy in the world, it's okay to get ghosted by some ratchet chicks. It doesn't matter. You used to call me on your cell phone late night when you needed love. I know when that hotline blinked, it can only mean one thing. Drake, how are you speaking the language of love every time? I'm looking for Drake's discography. He's got a goddamn videography on Wikipedia. You've got to be a balling motherfucker to have a Wikipedia videography. That's what I'm talking about. Drake's discography is unmatched in the world. Canadian rapper Drake has released 5 studio albums, 3 compilations albums, 2 EPs, 7 mixtapes, 139 singles. My God. I was about to say another nasty joke about Drake, but I'm not going to do it. This is my opportunity to atone for all the shit I've spoken about Drake and give him his flowers, because he is the GOAT. Best I ever had. Straight out the gate, Drake was smashing it. You the fucking best. You the best I ever had. Ah, it's so fire. It's such a beautiful concept. He is just a genius. You know, I don't know if he wrote that song. I don't know if he wrote every line. I don't know if he conceptualized it. It doesn't matter because it's a hit. He's on there as a writer. I just want to be successful. Oh, there's just hits after hits. Bitch, I'm going in. Forever. Fire. Over. Fire. You gotta find your love in fire. Miss Me. Fancy. Marvin's Room. Fire. Headlines. Fire. Make Me Proud. Not my song, but I can see why it's good. The motto, he invented YOLO. He literally invented YOLO. You guys that are YOLOing your life savings into GME, Drake invented you being able to do that. You'd have been recklessly investing had it not been for Drake inventing the amazing word that allows you to do stupid shit. YOLO, baby. Hell yeah, fucking right. Start from the bottom. Hold On, We're Going Home. It's hit after hit after motherfucking hit with Drake. So for all the shit I've spoken about Drake, the man's a legend. The man deserves your respect. He deserves my respect, but let's not give it to him because fuck that shit. After all the clout sucking that I've just done to Drake, I know that you're thinking, but Trap Lord Ross, if Drake is the best artist in the world, who could possibly be above him? Well, it's the man who is responsible for Drake. Drake recently dropped the Lemon Pepper freestyle. Now, that is funny. That's a funny title when you got Rick Ross on the track. In this song, Drake dropped the lyric, "We're all grateful for WEEZY, but no one more than me." And this is, of course, a reference to the discovery of Drake by WEEZY, aka Lil Wayne, aka Young Moolah Baby, aka Weezy F Baby, please say the baby. Weezy F Baby, Lil Wayne, is the greatest rapper of all time. Everybody is Lil Wayne's son. Oh, T-Pain, Future stole T-Pain style. Who do you think was rolling around with T-Pain back in 2008, rocking that auto-tune before everyone? It was Lil Weezy, Young Moolah Baby. Lil Wayne was rolling with goddamn T-Wayne. The fact that this particular song didn't end up becoming something is one of the most tragic things in the world. Before this fucking guy came through, T-Wayne, this guy that did that that nasty freestyle. First off, flop about the motherfucking Porsche. Fuck that shit. We know what the real T-Wayne is. The cancelled collaborative R&B album between Lil Wayne and T-Pain. I don't know why this never came out, because it was fire, but my god. Go and listen to this song. He rap, he sing, he rap, he sang. He was the man that deployed that auto-tune shit to the fullest. He had licking like a lollipop. All that good shit. Lil Wayne is the master, and Lil Wayne has weathered more periods in music hip-hop history than anybody out here, okay? Look, Lil Wayne was crushing it back when he was 12. Look at this shit. Look at him, man. That's what a baby goat looks like. You ever wonder what a baby goat looks like? You got it right there. But he's done balled through more eras out here than Pusha T. Let's take a little walk down Lil Wayne Lane. His career began in 95 at the age of 12 when he was signed by rapper Birdman. Had to hit that hard burr for you for Birdman for finding this goddamn legend. He was the flagship artist of Cash Money. He was killing it. He was the man back in the day, and he still is the man today. He still is the man. He's still winning. He's still doing his thing. Lil Wayne is the biggest legend. He's the biggest inspiration, and he still can't stay out of trouble. He's still flying around on private jets with golden guns with him. I just love Lil Wayne. My favorite album in history is The Carter 3. I'm not gonna have anybody slander The Carter 3. Every single track on The Carter 3 is fire, even bonus tracks. I don't give a flying fuck what anyone says. Bring me The Carter 3. When we see a picture of a rapper as a baby on the cover of an album, you know we mean business. That's why your boy fucking put a picture of him as a kid on my one album that I made in a day. Of course, it's your boy out here with a 55% rating. Anyway, The Carter 3, this thing is fire back to back. If you haven't heard this thing, go and listen to it. This was a game changer. June 2008 when this thing dropped. God damn it, how old would I have been? I'd have been 15. When I was 15, I was just listening to over and over again. This shit was so hard. It had Got Money. If you got money from everybody you see. Shout out T-Pain. Had Mrs. Officer. It's just fire. It's wall to wall with fire. I mean, this is just the most incredible album. It's got so many different sounds. Lil Wayne shows so much versatility. This was the turning point. This is when hip hop went mainstream. This album was just game changing. It was everywhere. On the opening day of The Carter 3 being released, it sold 423,000 copies. It was #1 on the Billboard chart, and it sold a goddamn 1 million copies in its first week. Show me a rapper that isn't Drake that's going to sell 1 million copies in the first week. And this guy discovered Drake. He literally laid the foundations, made the soil fertile so that Drake could grow. That's what this man's responsible for. It starts off with Free P, beautiful. And I'm on, ooh, I'm on. I'm so... I could do this all day, but Mr. Carter with Jay-Z, beautiful. Emily, beautiful. Got Money, beautiful. Baby, don't get too comfortable. Kanye West on the beat, absolute gem. If you don't know Comfortable by Lil Wayne, get that up now. Phone Home, Lil Wayne's on some E.T. shit, on some alien shit, trying to phone home. Fire. Tie My Hands with Robin Thicke before you even realised he needed cancelling. Mrs. Officer, wee, wee, wee. Let the beat build. Shoot me down. Lollipop, lol. La, 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 la. Shout out David Banner on the beat as well. Doesn't get enough love for that. Playing with Fire. You ain't got nothing. Oh, I'm getting money like a motherfucker. Shades darker than a bitch that I can see. You can tell this is my favourite album. This is fucking fire. I could just spend all day doing a karaoke version of this. But basically, that is the deal, okay? Those are my favourite rappers. Those are just like my favourite personalities. They're the people that have had the biggest impact on me. By no means am I saying that those are the top spitters. Those are the hardest rappers in the game. Those are the people who I think are going to be the biggest people going forward. They're just the 5 artists that have had the biggest impact on me, have made the biggest change in my life. But if you've not gotten into those artists, I definitely implore you to dig the depths of their discographies. Try and get into what I enjoyed about them and just vibe with it. So hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was maybe interesting for you to learn a bit more about the music that I just really loved, that I kind of listened to on my journey to becoming big TLR. What do you think? Do you vibe with these artists? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know who your top 5 is. And if you enjoyed this video and you want me to do something similar, talking about maybe like, I don't know, more albums that I fucks with, reviewing some albums, giving my take on like the big album, I don't know, the albums that have made a big difference to my life, let me know in the comments. Hit me with a DM, slide in the Discord, let me know what you think, let me know what you want on the second channel. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace out. Bye.